Hey y'all. So it is your girl, Sweet Tea with Divine Elevated Love. I am back with a general reading, okay, for the overall collective. And so I hope you all have been doing well. Excuse me. Um, I hope you guys have been doing your best to, release any old harbored emotions, actually process the emotions, not bottle them all up, not take them out on people, but actually sit with yourself and process those emotions as well as releasing them in healthy ways, okay? Um, we are presently, as I'm recording this, in Mercury retrograde still until I believe the 25th of May, if I'm correct on my dates. But so we got a little bit longer to go through retrograde. We got a couple other planetary shifts that have been taking place. So there's a lot going on that can have your emotions pretty much kind of all over the place, unless you are one that has already learned how to transmute the energy, how to just still um, just still excel even though certain things are going on right now, right? A lot of people are being triggered by different things, right? It's going to be different for everybody. It could be your work environment, family, friends, just random strangers. So, do your best to just always be mindful. Do your best to be kind to others at this time. Do your best to um, check yourself, right? Make sure we checking ourselves, right? And just try to breathe before you react, right? We want to make sure that we are responding um, consciously and not reacting in a way that can, not only hurt others but hurt ourselves, okay? Because look, this divine elevated love. So, God is love. We are God. God is within us. Excuse me. So therefore, we are love, right? Um, so that is a space that we want to always operate from to the best of our ability, right? Because we are human. So that does not exempt us from making mistakes and or just, doing things that sometimes may throw us off track. But anyway, so that is um, my preface, right? That is that's obviously something that was on my heart, but also just spirit wanted me to relay to you guys so that we are being mindful at this time of our communications and everything. Like I say, we're still in retrograde, so make sure you got those good phone cases on your phones, laptops, iPads, all that good stuff. Um, make sure that if you're traveling in any way, shape, or form, whether that's flight, car, bus, bicycle, whatever, right? That you are granting yourself um, additional time for delay, okay? Check all of your tires, make sure they're good and aired up. That way, at least if you do happen to hit a bad pothole, that can hopefully help you avoid it going flat on you, okay? And just take your time when you're traveling. Just do your best. Like I say, just give yourself that extra time. So if you got to add extra 30 minutes of waking up just so that you can get yourself ready and get out the door, and you have an extra 30 minutes of time for anything. So if some traffic comes up unexpectedly, if something takes place, just at least that way you have that extra time so that you're not feeling like you're rushed, so that you're not cussing people out and and so on and so forth, right? Okay, so that is that. All right. So I didn't ramble for about the first 4 minutes. Okay, but I feel it was necessary for some. All right. So if it resonated with you thus far, please be sure to go ahead and tap that thumbs up button. All right. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the reading right now. All right. I got 4:28 on the timer that may be relevant for someone, or maybe April 28th. Okay. So the overall focus of the reading is chemistry, right? So I'm feeling like at this time, you are going to be crossing paths with, or sometime soon, you will be dealing with some people, places, and or things that you have chemistry with. Okay, it's just gonna feel like it's yours, or that you belong, or that it belongs in your life, or it's just gonna resonate with you. You're gonna feel and it could even be an unexplainable feeling, right? You just might meet someone and you're just like, wow, like I really enjoy you as a person. Like you may meet someone and maybe they make you laugh, and vice versa, or you guys just like hit it right off and you just have a lot of things in common. Or maybe when you meet one another, they might finish your sentences, or vice versa, right? And so you guys are just gonna have a natural chemistry. And like I say, this does not have to be someone you're dating or anything like that. It could literally be just a platonic person. This could just be someone you meet and they could become your friend. They could become your friend. Someone who, and I'm really getting an energy of whoever this person or these people or places and things may be, that these could actually be connections that are going to be long standing. Okay, so whoever they are or whatever it is, it could be around for a while. They could be around for a while. Okay, so that's beautiful, right? I know there are many people that are longing for just better connections, or just good divine connections, right? Soul tribe energy, all that good stuff, right? So yeah, moving forward. Okay, so I'm also getting that with this I'm just from your own perspective, right? You are in a period of elevation. Okay, there's going to be growth within you as well as all around you. Now, Spirit is saying to make sure that you are acknowledging that. Okay, so acknowledge the areas of yourself where you may need growth and elevation, as well as acknowledge the areas of yourself that has already came a long way. Okay, your past battles, the things that you've conquered and overcome, right? So take time to enjoy that, right? Just take a moment to sit and bask in that and say, okay, good example from my personal perspective. And it's simple, and let me be very clear, because I like to put disclaimers out, because I don't want people to ever feel as though it's like a shot at you, or me being shady or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's just me and my personal growth, okay? So for me personally, like I used to be a smoker, and like heavily, like many people, not everybody obviously, right? But just a lot of people tend to smoke, and I'm talking about like ganja, and even like cigars. I used to smoke Black and Milds. So this is actually the first year that we just had 420 not too long ago. For those who are familiar with what I'm talking about, 420 is supposed to be like this national holiday for ganja smokers. Okay. And this was literally the first year that like it really did not even like I don't know. I just went on with my day as if like that had absolutely nothing to do with anything. I received a text from someone that I used to, been hanging with for years on years, and that was just kind of our thing, right? That was one of the things that we connected on, was, sitting and smoking together. And so, I had got the message from them, and I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Went on about my day, didn't really think anything else about it. And then I happened to stop at the gas station, and one of the guys there was like, hey, happy holidays or whatever. And I'm like, what holiday is it? And he's like, what? And I was like, oh, duh. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm tripping or whatever, And it just made me laugh, because it was just like, wow, like, not only is this, I think this is, So not only is this literally like the first 420, outside of the couple of times that I was pregnant, that I did not partake in any of the activities, but just the fact that like I really didn't even have it cross my mind outside of the, like I say, the 2 times, the 1 time and the confirmation, because my phone just did a little ding for somebody. uh yeah, outside of the couple times that I was pregnant, and just um one other time when I yeah, I believe I had I was on what was it called, what's it called, yeah, probation, years ago. um but it just it showed me my growth, really. So anyways, I said all that to say, be proud of yourself for how far you've come. Acknowledge even the small things, right? Because um it matters, it just shows your level of discipline. It shows your level of actually wanting to be a better individual. It shows your level, and like I said, this could be like there's something different for everybody, right? It could be different drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be ways of being, it could be even sex, right? It could be retail. Maybe you have a tough time with being on Amazon and buying packages every week, multiple times a week, right? And then you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, I spent all this money. Maybe you've cut back on that a lot, right? Maybe you've really been like, okay, yeah, this is not what's up. So let me do better with budgeting. Let me stay off of Amazon or whatever. I don't know. It's different stuff for different people, right? So you know what's yours. But just take time, and it could even be just the people that you've been dealing with, right? Maybe you've went through a season of acknowledging certain people you just don't resonate with anymore. It's not even that you may have an issue with any of the people. It's not even saying like, oh, these people are bad people. It's just literally maybe you just don't resonate with them anymore because change your ways of thinking, or the things that they enjoy doing or that you all enjoy doing together. You don't really do those things anymore, right? So you've kind of removed yourself from those people, and like I say, not in a way of like, oh, I'm better than you, or oh, I don't F with you, or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But just more of a, hey, I have to be mindful of who I allow around my energy space, right? 12:27 on the timer. So, like I say, if that's for you, that's for you. Receive it for what it is. But you are in a time and space of elevation, and you also need to just be grateful for that, and just proud of yourself for how far you've come. Okay, because somebody that's listening to this, like, you've been through some stuff, and you still standing. Like, regardless of how you may feel in this time and space, if you feel like you got what you need or you feel like you don't, but let me be the one to say, you have everything that you need, okay? Even if you feel like you don't. 1313 on the timer, all right? Which breaks down to 44, or, 8, okay? So let's throw that out there in case that resonates with someone. But, so we don't want to, be in a lackful mind state, okay? We are limitless beings, and we have more than enough, all right? And we just gonna operate in the spirit of overflow in this season, okay? Elevation and overflow, all right? Prosperity and abundance. But okay, so I'm gonna move forward because I will ramble. But yeah, so then, like I say, with this chemistry, whoever this person is, because now it's resonating with the person. This person, like I say, and I just want to be very clear, it does not have to be like a partner. However, for some of you all, it is, okay? It's going to have an energy of, like I say, not only chemistry, but the connection is going to elevate you as well as them, okay? It's like I'm getting energy of there's going to be a partnership of some sort. So it could be business related, or it could just be, boyfriend, girlfriend, 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 boyfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? It could even be you linking up with your cousins, y'all coming up with a master plan and whatever. But there's an energy there of us against the world, okay? So you take that for what it is. that's that. All right, moving forward. So, there also could be some type of connection to Egypt. All right, whether that be your bloodline or their bloodline. Maybe you've traveled there recently. Maybe you will be traveling there. Maybe that is somewhere you need to look into traveling to. Maybe whoever this individual is coming into your life. That is like a trip that they would love to take with someone. That someone possibly being you. Okay. Excuse me. Maybe at this time you should take a look a little further into comedics and even the different the different gods, Thoth and Isis and you name it, right? I want to say Sekhmet, but I might be tripping if by saying their name like that. Let me see. I think it's Sekhmet. I might be saying her name wrong. But anywho, let's see here. So we also have, there's an energy of something that's unfair. Okay. Now this could actually be, okay, so from a standpoint of, say, this new chemistry that's coming in, and I just heard a ding on the phone in there, so that's confirmation for somebody. But the chemistry that's coming in for you is a actual like partner or someone that, a love relationship, right? There's somebody that's gonna feel like this connection is unfair, okay? And I don't believe that it's either of you two, or more, because everybody's situation different. But it's an energy of it could be some family member, okay, or an ex, or both, right? It could be both of your exes, okay. But somebody's gonna feel like this is an unfair connection. Now, why they're gonna feel that way, I'm not going to I'm not going to go into any of that, just because I don't care to be in that energy. But you can take it for what it is, right? Everybody knows their own situation, right? So I'm actually going to move from that energy, but just know that there's going to be some people that are going to feel like the connection is unfair for whatever their own reason it may be, okay? Outside of that, whoever this individual is, they're going to be really sweet, okay? Just a very kind-hearted person, very loving, very thoughtful, very considerate, and or vice versa. That could be you and how they see you. And really, I'm getting the energy of that's actually both of you guys, and you are mirroring one another. And that is why there's such a chemistry, because it's like maybe you've been that type of person who you've been through so much and experienced many different connections with people, and you just haven't really felt like your specific energy 1818 on the timer has been reciprocated, and I'm being guided to also say that 1818 breaks up to, can be also 99, or we're just gonna say the number 9 specifically, right? Speaks to things coming to an end, and so I just feel like that you're in this space and time of you're putting an end to that's no more, of you not getting reciprocal energy, of you always being the one that's caring, considerate and loving and checking on people and all that stuff. Like, no. That's done. Why? Not because you are cold hearted or anything, right? No, you're still sweet, you're still all these things, and it's still going to take place. However, it's going to be with people who it's also reciprocated from. All right, so whoever this person is, 1919 on the timer, they are going to be showing you, but through another individual. So just to be clear, the same energy that you put out, you are going to be able to finally see in someone else. So really get excited for that. because I know for me personally, that's something I've actually prayed for. That's why I say so. It could resonate with you as well. Maybe this is something you've prayed for. Like, God, please show me and someone else. And, that could be good and bad, right? But ultimately, I feel like it's good. Even if you were shown the not so great things about yourself through someone else, then that poses room for growth, right? Room for correction, room for just acknowledgement, right? So I really just think that's a really good thing. But like I said, ultimately, it'll be someone just showing you how sweet you are. All of the kind gestures that you do, this person is going to be that same type of individual, all right? Moving forward, music is going to play a big role in this as well. So whether that is you are a musician, they are a musician, or you just both have a big love for music. Maybe you meet at an event where there is some type of music going on. So I don't know, if you're going to a concert, you might run into somebody at the time like, oh, okay, wait a minute, he's kind of cute. Or you guys could just really resonate with one another's playlist, right? You know how people are like, so say y'all go on a date or something, right? And like I said, this could be business as well. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just speaking from a love aspect. So say you and this person, y'all go on a date, right? And you know how y'all get in the car or whatever, and the person's like, what you want to hear? And you'll get the person that's like, oh, it's cool, just cut on whatever you listen to or whatever. So you cut on just whatever playlist, or you just hit shuffle and it plays whatever you have on your Spotify or your Apple Music, and or whatever you got, and they vibe out to pretty much everything that is played. There's going to be that connection there, right? You're going to have that chemistry there, because they're going to be like, what you know about this song? That type of energy, right? And then you guys will have conversations about, certain artists, and, oh yeah, well, I've been listening to them since whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, or, one of my favorite songs by them is this, and that, So, just that energy is definitely going to be there for chemistry. 22 on the timer. So yeah, like, I'm excited for you guys. Yeah. It's just, it's a different energy when you just vibe with somebody, right? But okay, so moving forward. So, I'm getting an energy of this is going back to the person that's feeling like something's unfair. Unfortunately, this person could be upset because the chemistry that they thought that they had with you really wasn't even, I don't want to say it wasn't chemistry, but that's just what was coming to me. Really wasn't even chemistry. Now that could just be their energy, the energy that they're feeling. It's like, oh well, I thought we, but maybe whoever this is has been able to kind of maybe in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know if it's via social media or hearing about it, or maybe this is someone who in some way is still around you in this new connection, but they're really acknowledging that, like, you and whoever this person is, or they will be, you and whoever this person is, like, y'all vibe out, and they can tell that, like, it's nothing like the connection that y'all had. So for example, say you get to dating this person and y'all, together like a lot and whatever, and they just see a lot of just good things in your relationship, whereas versus when you were with this person, like, it was just negative. Y'all was arguing, y'all didn't agree on things. It was just a toxic karmic connection, right? And they actually can see that. I'm also getting like this person could very well be not having such great thoughts. So by that I mean like kind of wishing bad on the connection. But obviously you don't have to worry about that, because your connection is divine, clearly, with this chemistry coming in here like this. So it's protected, right? Also, just make sure that you keep the frequency high within the connection. you know. Just, like I say, music, that's gonna play a big factor. Just make sure y'all always vibing to good music together. Y'all laughing, y'all smiling, doing fun things and whatnot. And just keep the frequency high. And you don't have to worry about none of that low vibrational stuff trying to affect your connection at all. Okay. Because basically what I'm getting right here is that this person is hoping that there's some bad karma that comes to you guys, but really they're not realizing that they're putting that energy out for themselves, and so unfortunately now they're going to be receiving bad karma. But in turn, it's looking like you guys are going to really start seeing some really beautiful things going forward in the connection, and some good karma. All right. Okay, so there's that. Also, you guys are going to be creating something together. Okay, so like I say, if it's music, so if you guys are artists or whatever, you guys are going to create something together. Okay, that actually I'm getting to, for someone specifically, that us against the world energy, the chemistry, it, whatever music that you guys create together, it's gonna shift and raise the frequency of the collective. Okay. So that's really dope. Shout out to whoever you are, because baby, we need that. Go ahead, hurry up and get it together and put it out. Okay. So yeah, like I said, that could literally be just for one specific person. But anyway, so let's move forward. So there's gonna be some gifts coming in. All right. Now, like I say, this could be different things. All right, for different people. Gifts, it could be something physical. So maybe this person's going to present you with some gifts to show you some love and appreciation. And maybe just stun a little bit, like, oh, let me show my bae a little something. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's in a different caliber, right? So it could be just some flowers, or just something nice and thoughtful, a cute little customized gift. Mother's Day's coming up, so I'm getting, like, whoever this is, say you start dating prior to Mother's Day, so say you meet somebody this weekend, y'all vibe out, but they know that you're a mom, and next weekend's Mother's Day, and they decide to, let me show her a little love and get her a Mother's Day gift. Like, for them to not be involved with you long, or to even be the father of your children, or whatever, right? Doesn't have to be that dynamic. Like, that's going to be very thoughtful. It's going to make you be like, oh, they are sweet, that type of energy, right? But, in the end, could go all the way up to, like I say, listen, everybody in a different field, all right? In a different, everybody different, all right? Everybody's situation different. Could even be, listen, somebody about to get him a new bag, new Birkin, new Chanel, whatever, okay? But there's some gifts coming in. I'm also getting from another aspect of gifts. This is going to be divine gifts. So if you are, so somebody could be elevating in the sense of their musical gifts. So maybe maybe you used to sing in church choir or in the school choir or something like that, but it ain't really been your, like, oh my gosh, I just want to be this famous singer. That hasn't really been your energy, but you may notice that, like, when you're riding in your car and you're singing a little more, your voice is a little more strong. Your voice, you're hitting them notes a little bit better. It's a little more full. I don't know, but at this time, it's like your gifts are being elevated when it comes to music. And like I said, it doesn't have to be your voice. It could be if you are an exceptional beat maker, right? Maybe you come across, you discover new gifts within yourself that you didn't even know, like, oh dang, I didn't know I could put this together, boop boop boop, and boom, now you got this create a whole new vibe of beats, right? That's gonna kind of shift the energy of the energy, not the energy of the industry, right? And whatever these beats you create, since they are divine gifts, from the Most High, it's gonna be gifts that are gonna raise the frequency of the collective, because this is something that's gonna be discovered by others. A lot of people are going to have chemistry with it. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I like this, um, you know, what's for you is for you. Take what's yours. All right, leave the rest. But whatever these gifts are, um, I'm getting somebody's gonna be if you're not already, you're gonna become a star from whatever these gifts are. Okay, and you have a good 3 at minimum angels that are specifically unwrapping these gifts for you and handing them to you with love. Okay. And they're also guiding you and watching over you and protecting you throughout this process. All right. um, but also, whatever these gifts are, they're going to bring you a lot of love. So, if that's just specifically within this connection, or just overall, okay, from numerous individuals, whoever you communicate with, and so on and so forth. The number 6 could be relevant, or the month of June, right? And like I stated, I am recording this in the month of May. So, you might have something to look forward to next month, or these things could be coming together within the next month, okay? Let's see here. But overall, it looks like whatever this new connection is, partnership, whatever, friendship, the chemistry is going to create a balance in both of your lives, in all of your lives, for elevation, for, like I said, to raise the frequency, for good karma, for some good music. And, unfortunately, there's going to be some haters. That's kind of just a given. There's going to be the people there that are going to feel like this is an unfair thing. Why? Because they wanted the same type of outcome with you, and because they were low vibrational and they weren't open to certain things, it don't look like it's in their forecast, at least not with you. Okay. But yeah, so it just looks like this chemistry that's coming your way is bringing a lot of balance to some things. There could be a Libra involved. Okay. But yeah, I'm also getting further clarification and confirmation on the love and the gifts. So yeah. And yeah, just no worries. All right, no worries at this time. Keep yourself high vibrational. The number 36 could be relevant. That could be your age or the age of this person. And just know God's got you in God's hands. Okay. And yeah, that is that for this reading. If in fact this reading resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I would love to hear how it resonates with you. If it comes to fruition and you remember, like, oh dang, you know what, I remember Divine Elevated Love had a reading where they were kind of telling me about this, and here we are. Make sure you slide back to this video. All right, let me know down in the comment section, what's going on. Okay, because I love to hear all the good stuff, right? And being realistic, I can appreciate the not so good stuff as well, because that is the balance, right? But yeah, if anything resonated with you, tap that like button for your girls so that we can get this reading out to more individuals that it may also resonate with. Okay. Tap the subscribe button so that you will be updated with any new videos that are dropped and released, as well as I'm drawing a whole blank. Oh, share it with someone who you feel may also resonate with. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will be back with a What Spirit Needs You to Know reading as well. All right. Take care. See ya.